with our stock of the day. In fact, we asked our panel to pick a tech stock they would be buying following that sell-off we're seeing in the tech space at the moment. Now, case in point, Citi slashed its target price for Xero from $210 to $144.80. It's currently at just $83 a share, having lost more than half its value over the past year. Citi's saying that reflects lower peer models, lower growth assumptions, adding the details of combined US platform strategy. Has retained its buy rating on the stock, however. It says it's break even for Xero's million business, now targeted for FY28, which would be earlier than expected. So that is one to consider. But as I said, we asked our experts for their pick in this space. And Anthony, you've come up with building software business Hansen Technologies. Tell us why.
If we stick with Citi for a minute, their daily today talked about a software as a service, SaaS, in the same way as a massacre, a Sassacre. Yes. So 10 years ago, there was a sell-off in these sorts of business. We're seeing it obviously now. In this environment, uncertainty, volatility, for us, it's really about quality. And in this case, software as a service, Hansen Technologies has been around 50 years. Like, as fundamental as why does it exist? What problem does it solve? How does it make money? How's it going to grow? And we've seen over that time, and the listed part of that journey has been really consistent. They have an acquisition strategy, been growing, or Hansenisation as they refer to it. In terms of the business, a former executive, and I'll use the term getting the band back together. Niv Fernando has rejoined probably 18 months ago. He's in that strategic growth and mergers and acquisitions. So like the business, really considered execution, profitable growth. What they do is effectively something you don't think about with billing either around telecommunications or utilities, energy. When you've got time of the day metering in your electricity usage, how does that get to you and get billed and come through, and the whole payment side? So they do that, back-end infrastructure. Probably 2 years ago, there was interest from private equity around infrastructure and in this environment, it doesn't have the sizzle of some of the businesses like Xero. We do like their capital and their focus, their execution, profitable growth, and that cash flow generation gives an ability to pay down debt, to buy back shares, to pursue strategic growth, or to actually reward shareholders with dividends. So all in all, that's what we like it. Mission critical software is a term they use, and that's our one for today.
And the stock is down about 20% over the past 6 months. You just see you're seeing that as compelling.
We were actually buying it yesterday. We saw the opportunity and saw this is a really high quality business. Our time horizon gives us an ability to step in and further build out the position. We see an asymmetry in more upside than downside and risk reward. And as I said, we've been adding to the position.
All right, so Hansen Technologies for you. Sanjee, you have come up with Data3. Tell us why.
Yeah, because I think with the volatility and the way things are going, we don't know who the winners out of this AI race and the technology race is going to be. Things are changing and evolving so much that a company can be shooting the lights out today, but tomorrow their business is taken away from them. So it's going to be up and down right in the tech space. But if we step back and say, well, despite all of that, who are the beneficiaries? Maybe the people providing the services, people reselling. So Data3 doesn't have to go out and invent new tech. They are able to just resell Microsoft and other service providers, which are always going to be in need and in use. So they can switch from one provider to another and continue implementation, continue their services, and they're going to be a great beneficiary out of a huge, I expect, change in customer dynamics of a lot of the technology at the moment.
And in fact, they've defied the trend, as we can see from the chart there, certainly over the past year, although have succumbed to that selling we've seen over the past week or so. But nonetheless, you're buying at this level?
I am. I think it's now at a reasonable price. It's not the bargain it was a little while ago, but I think it is at a fair value that you can safely buy here and expect to make some money on it.
Well, there you go. They are our two picks for the day in the tech sector, Hansen Technologies and Data3.